LINetS is finally registered. Took us a few months, but we had a good team working on it, especially my wife, Sandra, and we are fully registered, so that's good news. LINetS is specifically, and this is also in the objective that the government had asked for, we went specifically for suicide prevention. The summary is that I lost my own sister to suicide, and her name is LINET. When I lost my sister LINET, I actually said a prayer, and the prayer was as simple as this: God, do not allow me to see another young, beautiful, amazing life lost like this again. So I couldn't save my sister, but there are many more LINETs out there that with a little bit more knowledge I know now, with a little bit more experience that I have now, I believe that by God's grace I can do a better job. And so we've been doing this actually for the last almost 30 years. And it's only now I wanted to establish ourselves, even through this registration, to begin to focus more on this desperate need. And in fact, I think in Malaysia, even the government is now awakened to this fact. With the government, more aware, with parents more concerned, with young people more open to talk about it, I felt like it was time for everyone to get more serious about trying to help. It's called LINETS, not spelled in the namesake of my sister, not the same spelling, but the same sound. And so I was thinking about life as opposed to death, the inspiration for living as opposed to the thoughts of dying. Life inspired. And then I go like, oh, L-I, okay, started like that. And then I thought about how we cannot do this alone. It's going to be a network of people. So when I put L-I and then next to net, it became, oh, LINET. At first I was really excited about LINET because it's like an honor to my sister's memory. And I thought, wow, and it kind of like, the name will also define the mission. Many more people who work for us in the future will know that it is the LINET or the LINETS that started this going. So I love that, But then I was going to call it LINET, and I went ahead and tried to register it as LINET. But it is the way the government works is either association or society. So the name society is already by default there. So it became Life Inspired Network or Life Inspired Net Society. And then I realized that's exactly the way it's pronounced when God said there are many more LINETs. So it's not just LINET, that one sister of mine, but the many LINETs that are out there. I believe that multimedia, mass media is one of the strongest, most effective, most powerful way to reach our audience, mainly young people. And young people are into, social media, into watching, and they're more visual generation than anything else. So that's why we started with the Breathe series on Chup.tv, Flatfish, which is our media arm that is doing a lot of the media work. They are the ones producing the Breathe series. But we also feel like there needs to be follow-up, because people can watch, but is there somewhere they can call? So maybe one day a call center, and huge thing to consider. Then you have a counseling center, which we hope LINETS will venture into. We've got counselors, trained counselors in our church who are master degree holders, already doing counselling work, they have come together as a team. I think about 4 or 5 of them to start with, and they are already talking about how we can start this counselling centre. Then we have a clinic called Klinik Keceriaan. The doctor is very passionate about what we're passionate about, and we've even set aside or set apart a room for counselling. We have a chaplain as well in our church that's ready to do more in the area of counselling. Then we're thinking about education. We are already now working with a partner who has got a program that not only equips adults and teachers and caregivers, it also equips students so that students can recognize among their peers and not just recognize whether someone is going through mental health issues and suicidal thoughts, but know how to give frontline help. And so we want to be able to educate, equip, encourage. We want more people to know how to do, what to say, how to say. We want to do that with schools, we want to do that with companies. We hope that this network will grow and our partnership will grow. We'll be able to do a variety of things that will give a more holistic help. We want it to be long-lasting, meaning that it is something that can be sustainable. It is something that really does meet the need of the country. It really does solve the problem, or at least minimize it to a place where it's healthy. If you're listening to this and you want to help in some way, you have heard of the LINetS. Maybe you are a professional counsellor. Maybe you know what to do with a call center because you got experience there. Maybe you just want to be one of those that will help within an hour. Maybe you're a doctor, some kind of a professional. Maybe you're a teacher. We need funders because a lot of this costs a lot of money. But we know, we've never been worried about funds. All these years we've been around. But, if you are one of those that money is your strength, then consider helping us. The more we have, the more we can hire. The more we have, the more we can do. It could be funding, all the way just to be a friend to a young person. Just call us, email us, text us, and I'm sure the numbers will be on the screen. There are many more LINETS out there, but there are also many more of us who want to help the LINETS in the world, so your life can make a difference. So just do it. Make a difference.